Aries, hi, welcome to this week's reading. It's all about love, it's all about twin flame love, soulmate love, actually. Um, and I'm so excited to be here, so let's see what we got. For those of you that follow my channel every week, you know that I'm a psychic medium holistic wellness practitioner, and my goal is always how can I assist you to best enjoy your experience of life. I know the camera is jumping a little bit, and I do apologize for that. I'm actually having a lot of fun this week. I am. We're sort of in the process of moving and changing, and a lot of changes taking place. I'm still in the same space, but this week I'm doing readings. I'm sitting on my bed. It's so fun. I feel like a child who's being naughty. So Aries, I got a direct message for you, and I sometimes get these messages at the weirdest times. I'll be walking down the road, or doing something completely unrelated to, sort of like holistic wellness stuff. And I remember I sort of woke up not 2 or 3 days ago, in the middle of the night. I'm talking about like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got a message for you. I got a message for you, and I got a message for Aquarius, which I already put it through. And I feel that some of you it's just time for you to have fun. It's like you are trying to micromanage certain situations, and it was saying to me, especially in life, not so much in love, that you don't need to. Okay? So let's see what we got for you. Oh, that's beautiful. It also makes sense. So I'm just drawing some cards for you while I'm speaking to you. Feel more than welcome to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Got a reading coming up for you every week. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram if you'd like to do that. I like to do my best to be, motivational there, and you will see that I can be quite a bit of a wild one too sometimes if you do go there. Let's see, what do we have here for you? That one kind of came out on its side. That's lovely. And oh, beautiful. So beautiful. And just one more. I love the way things are going in such a positive direction for you, Aries. There's of course a general reading, sun, moon, rising and ascending for Aries, which may or may not resonate with you, but I believe when you get to see a reading, I believe that you are divinely guided to the reading to see it. And if you want to have a personal detailed reading, you can also order one from me. It's $12 for 30 minutes reading at the moment. So first card that I have coming out there for you is balancing act with love. Okay, so if you're going to play the game, you need to be fair about it. Okay. Yeah, I feel that, and I feel that some of you have been walking through life and you've left a lot of broken hearts behind. The thing is, many of you don't know about those hearts that you broke. You weren't aware of it. Okay? You were just shining, you were just being you, and you probably weren't even aware of the fact of the sort of effect that you're having on others, that their hearts are sort of being broken. And so some of you might have that, people were somehow just funny with you, or didn't want to be friends with you anymore, sort of maybe turned a bit like animosity, just ghosted you, and you're like, what's going on? What's happening here? That's what's happening here. They were falling for you, and you didn't know about it. So we all obviously communicate in different ways. So I feel a lot of people have sort of been what they would think of as giving you the signs, and you just didn't, pick it up. You were on your own vibe. Okay. But I do feel that for many of you, and this is so beautiful, I feel that a lot of you change so much, you might not even realize it. But I feel many people are getting to the level where they are comfortable to actually come back and to say to you, you know what, person X, Y, and Z, um, this is actually what happened over there. So I feel a lot of sort of almost loose ties, things that may have bothered you for a while there. I feel that a lot of those people are coming back and they're saying to you, this is actually what happened. This is what has taken place there. This is why, this is why, and this is why. All right, which I think is actually a wonderful thing. Um, I also feel that many of you sort of have your person now. Many of you do. And it's a wonderful thing because it's sort of like having your person, but still also having your space. Okay? Which is actually quite amazing. And it's time to just kind of see what happens in life. It says look back, rest and relax. Sort of taking some stock. Um, I feel that many of you are sort of saying goodbye from people that you were with before, and it was over, but there was still some memories, some memorabilia, whatever, CDs, or the back in the day when people still use CDs. My friends always joke with me because I still go to a music shop and actually buy CDs. I love it. Very old school. But pictures or gifts or whatever you might be keeping, I feel that many of you were holding on to certain things. And you may not even have been aware of it. It was somewhere in a box or in the cupboard or wherever. And you weren't really aware of the fact that you were keeping these things around, but somewhere in the back of your mind, there was still that sort of emotional detachment. And by, getting rid of these things or, returning them or whatever, giving them to charity, whatever you do with it, I feel that there's a physical space movement away from many of these things, and that actually brings about like an emotional sort of connection that was still there is coming to an end. So I feel that many of you are either connecting with your person, like really connecting, committing, like till um, death do us part type of vibe. And that doesn't really mean that you have to get married, but you sort of entering that space of complete commitment. So there's no back doors open anymore. Some of you in that process, or some of you are actually realizing that there are some past situations that may have been holding you back. Sandra gave me the pen and Matthew gave me the book and that sort of thing. And it's sort of like in order to completely open yourself to the best possible love, many of you are sort of cleaning out that sort of closet. Okay. Pyramophyte patience and citrine abundance. Crystal oracles there. Patience it's really patience with your heart. It's like a lot of the work that you're doing for your own heart. It's really paying off. And I feel that many of you always had health concerns. Your health is improving. I feel some of you were nervous and about so many things, or just had so much on your plate. And your health is somehow also improving. So that is amazing. Remember your direct message about having more fun. So we're clarifying this balancing act. It's balancing act in love. Universal balancing act. Okay. You've got the Five of Swords. So really letting go again of a lot of the past. It's like you are... The thing is, many of you didn't realize there was the need for like a rebalance. You didn't actually realize it. It's not like you were, deliberately clinging on to the past. You just didn't actually realize that you were doing it. Okay. There you've got the Five of Swords, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. So this stepping away has got a... Oh no, I've got my foot stuck in the bed. The stepping away has got a really, really, really powerful effect on your experience of life. You know, sometimes we think we're just doing something small, but we're changing everything. You're changing the plan. You're changing the whole game. All right. Um, I'm thinking of the saying that like people used to love saying back in the day when I was much younger. You know, don't blame the player, blame the game, because you know the game remains the same. The player changes. But obviously, when the player changes, the player of life, then you go into a different game because then the game doesn't interest you anymore. All right. Once you get to understand that life is a game, and we're all participating in it. Once you sort of get that, you can choose how you participate in the game, and you can choose what the outcome is. Lie back, rest, and relax. Watching the clouds. Watching the vibe. Watching the vibe. What's going on here? What's the deal here? What's going down? When you're getting yourself into concerns there, how do I get out of this? What is moving into the loving space first, instead of into the crazy space and then the loving space? Love is coming. Love is on the way. You know? There we go. 4 cards. I'm going to take them all for you. Celine Dion said, love is on the way. On wings of angels. I know it's true. I feel it coming to you. 2 of Swords and the Empress. It's coming. If you're feeling stuck in any sort of situation, the solution's coming. By doing nothing, we sometimes do so much more. While you're sitting there feeling all stuck, 2 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles, what would you like your life to be? Dare to dream. Dare to dream. Because those dreams, they're coming true now. Eh? The space for dreams to come true is here. Let's look at these 2 crystal cards. You're going to look at them individually. Pyromaphite first. The joy also brings you, that helps you with that self-loving space. You know, sometimes I speak to people about loving yourself, and they go like, I love myself. I love myself, okay? So if you want to speak about loving yourself, you need to go talk to other people who don't know about loving themselves. About me, I love myself, so don't you come and tell me about loving myself. And then I'm like, okay, you shut me up. But, you know, because we are ever expanding, beautiful, divine, you know, beings, souls having a human being experience, there is always space to love yourself more. You know, it is about having this, the biggest favor you can really do yourself, you know, to have this constant interest in how amazing your life could become. All those people out there that are really very successful and very happy, you know, like the Oprahs and the Richard Bransons, and you know those people. Eric, what's his name? He's also South African, really cool guy. Elon Musk. But you know, all those people that are really enjoying their lives, that are making such a big difference, it is because they are interested in how exciting life could become, how exciting their life could become, how they can contribute. Let's see what's coming out here. So the more you focus on loving yourself, the more you open the avenues to work with the universe, which is really you. Okay? So you're really doing yourself a massive favor. It's almost like, imagine if you're in a relationship with someone and you stop making the effort because you're like, they know I love them. After a while, this relationship is going to crumble. You know, you're going to go into murky waters. And it's the same thing with loving ourselves. All right? And look at this, the love that you put out there attracts love to you so strongly there with the Knight of Wands. And I feel that the space that you're moving into, Aries, oh my goodness, so beautiful. I want to get you one more card there, but you're moving to that space where you are finding your person, your storm, you know. You're finding that magic there in the situation, that magical thread. And I feel that even if you're with someone, it's like you get into this space where you get to like, whoa, I really love you. I really care about you. I really appreciate you. You know, it's beautiful. And then this goes into more and more beauty. Remember, love is who we are. It's the essence of who we are. So, wow. It takes you into a space where you can achieve anything. Alright? Letting go of the past. Building new relations. Wow. Just look at this improving health. For many of you, your health's improving. Thanks to love. Let's draw you one more card here. What is this? Ace of Swords and Seven of Swords. Realizing that some things didn't work out before, but they were lessons. Those things that you're letting go of. Stepping away from that. There you go. Oh. Yeah, your heart's kind of made up its mind. And what you want to have in love, you can have. What you want to have in love, you can have. Isn't that amazing? I love it. I absolutely love that. So, thank you for your time, your love, your energy, your light. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, $12 for a 30-minute reading, downloadable reading, subscribe to the channel. I've got a video for you every week, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you next time.